Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's UPSL Northeast semifinal matchup at Coyer Field at Buffalo State University. Today's matchup features the Bridge Sports Club of Laurel, Maryland, against the Boston Street FC of Boston, Massachusetts. FC New York promotes good sportsmanship by athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Discount Pharmacy, Cairo First Wellness Center, and Epic Towing, and we'll get to those in just a moment. We'll now pause for the playing of today's national anthem.
National anthem on broadcast.
Hello once again, my name is Christian Hoffman. We are coming to you live from Buffalo State University, Coyer Field, here for the UPSL Northeast semifinal matchup between the Bridge Sports Club of Laurel, Maryland, and the Boston Street FC Club from Boston, Massachusetts. Each of these teams actually finished second in their conference, but were able to win their way through their conference playoffs to reach, for the first time for each of these clubs, to make this round of 32. They're playing today each other, and to follow us after this is another matchup between FCY New York, which is hosting this 4-team round-off here, and they will take on the Philadelphia Lone Star FC. Those two teams play just after this, and the two winners will meet tomorrow at 2 p.m. Getting ready to get started here. On your left, in the red, will be Bridge Sports Club, coming in at 10 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws in the regular season in the DMV North Conference. Boston Street FC in the all-whites today. They come in with 8 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw in the New England Conference. Came in second, and we are underway. Again, Boston Street controls to start. Just across the center line. Some physical play. And we've got a whistle. Foul. And we'll get going. Boston Street, again in the all-white, coached by Fernando Yepes. Just so happens, one of the top players for Boston Street, number 10, out there, Edward Yepes, happens to be head coach's brother. Played out to midfield. Bridge Sports looking to get something going in the red, playing left to right. Ball off of white, red throw in. Pretty mild day here for a nice soccer game here in Buffalo, New York. About 82 degrees at kickoff. First of a few different games around the UPSL round of 32 today. Most of the round of 32 has already taken place. In fact, a couple of round of 16 games, I think, later today. Bridge looking to continue control of play here. See what they can find. Good ball in, headed away by the defense. Played out to the flank, the right flank on the ball. Ball into the box, but no problem. Well taken care of there. Sent in, that was Angelo Capia. That sent it in, the keeper, Jacob Heinzel, up to the task. Play on, Bridge Sports on the attack once again, this time up the right side, the far side. Say out of play. It's going to be a Boston throw in. Again, the first of a doubleheader of UPSL semifinal action here in the Northeast region. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors here today, Cairo First Wellness Center, located in West Seneca, New York, as the best attack option that we've had so far from Boston Street. A shot blocked. Still attacking Boston Street. Across, just a little too much pace on that one, and we'll go out wide. Nothing there. Cairo First Wellness Center, we take a proactive approach to enhancing your overall health and wellness. Since 2011, our chiropractic wellness facility has proudly served the communities of West Seneca, New York, the South Towns, and the greater Buffalo Niagara region. We personalize our chiropractic services and massages to empower you with long-term relief and transformative results. Call 716-675-22225. I'm sorry, 2225. To book an appointment today. Boston Street, still on the attack. Bridge trying to clear. Unable to do so on the attack. Now Bird trying to find some space. Nothing there. A rocket across into the box, headed over. Couldn't tell who that was. So Bridgeport's opened up with first couple of minutes of play, controlling pace, but now Boston Street showing their attacking wares. Got a foul, went across right at midfield there. Hands got up a little high, I think, raked him in the face. And put into play. Cut off by Bridgeport's. Can he keep it in on that far line? Yes, he can. Tell you what, I was watching a little bit of highlights, and this looks much like how they scored in their last game. Nice block there by Gabriel Almeida from Boston. It'll be a corner here for Bridgeport's. Bridgeport's, they won the DMV North playoffs following a big upset as Shore Sports FC handed VA Revolution Pro their only loss of the season. That was in the semifinals of the playoffs, and then Bridgeport's won 2-1 in overtime with a quick hitting counterattack to clinch that spot here, and it looked very similar to what we just saw there. Counterattack where everyone was up, and they were able to break through the defense quickly. This is an in-swinging ball, but a bit too far, and it's looking like, yes, it's going to go out. It's going to be a throw-in for Boston Street. So first corner of the day. Still scoreless. About 6 minutes in. Nothing too dangerous to this point. Another throw in. This is going to be an attacking throw in, however, for Bridge. Played in by Capia. Back is Tangwa Aka, number 4. Defense, everybody gets a touch. Deflected out by Pedro da Silva, one of the players to watch for Boston Street. Your top goal scorers to watch today, number 23 in red, that's Emmanuel Elomabar, or something close to that. My apologies to the Elomabar family. I got that a little off, but he's got 6 goals across all of the round of 32 and beyond. 6 goals, that's tied for the second most in the entire national playoffs here. Leading scorer for Boston Street, that's going to be Edward Yepes. Yepes wears number 10 in white today. He's got 3 goals. Several other Boston Street players with a single goal in the playoffs. So the goalies just trade back and forth. Now Bridge on the attack. Kicked around midfield. Boston's got it under control. Wind starting to pick up a bit. Not supposed to rain or storm or anything like that, but it does feel a bit like something's blowing in. Certainly some cloud cover. Really a nice day for a nice soccer game. That one's taken a bit too far. And out by Heinzel. Heinzel, the keeper for Boston Street. Should mention Yusuf Mumban is in the bright green. He is the keeper for Bridge Sports. Not really been tested to this point. A bit of time here from Mbungo as he gets it right back on the right wing. Can he keep it in? He can. Plays it back. Here's the cross. Nothing doing. Headed out of play, or headed out of danger, I should say. And Boston Street able to clear. Looking to see if they can put something back together. The defense collapses. And nothing dangerous there either. Referees letting some physical play go. Everybody just feeling things out still. Ball chipped in, boy. Heinzel way off his line there. Almost out of the box. Seen that a couple of times. He really likes to play up high. Extra defender out there. So according to the coaches, Boston Street opening in a 4-3-3. Bridge opening in a 4-4-2. See the shape as we progress. Boy, some real pressure put on there by Mubongo. Boston Street under pressure, nearly a giveaway. I did notice that in the little that I was able to watch as some video. They are really pressing there. So some dissatisfaction from the keeper as to the pressure that Bridge was able to put on there, and we've got a corner kick coming up. Some real pressure put on there. No lazy passes today for Boston Street. I feel like Bridge can really make them pay with that. So we've got a corner kick upcoming for Red. I believe he sent an in-swinger in a little bit too far. Let's see if he can find maybe the back post this time. A whole mess of bodies in there right now. Upcoming, this one's a bit shorter. Headed away, it looked like, by 17 in white. Blocked away. Red still on the attack. That's Bridge out of Laurel, Maryland. Their first appearance in the round of 32. Sent on, but well wide of the goal. That was Wilfred Tanay. Always want to test those goalies early. See if they're up to the task. Got to put them on frame, though. Again, the first game of a doubleheader today. Next game up, supposed to be at 7 o'clock. Let's hope that everything holds for that to be the case. That'll be FCY New York hosting Philadelphia Lone Star at 7 p.m. right here at Coyer Field. Ball booted down by Heinzel. Off of a couple of defenders. Oh, an opportunity here as Yepes had it on the left flank, but unable to make anything dangerous yet. Yepes with the ball at his feet, a nice touch pass over to the wing, into the box, but nobody there. Ball sent on, look at Heinzel, my goodness. That's good, 30 yards out. I feel like that's just tempting, this aggressive top line here of Bridge. Little push. Nothing wrong with that, apparently. Ball at his feet. That's Longba in the midfield. Given away. Comes forward. Oh, this is Emmanuel. That's a dangerous man with the ball at his feet. Couldn't quite bring it down between the two defenders. But a good opportunity nonetheless. I'd like to also thank Discount Pharmacy, 429 William Street here in Buffalo, for their support of UPSL in general and specifically FCY New York. Number 11 here for White. He's dangerous in the box, blocked. His shot maybe across, but blocked away by Amankwa. And that's going to be, I believe, the first corner of the day upcoming for Boston Street. About 13 minutes in, so glad that you're joining us here. The first of several games across the UPSL network today. I believe a 4:30 kick of another contest. We'll get an update of that here shortly. So it looks to be a left-footed boot coming in for the corner kick, an in-swinger. Goalie knocks it away. That's Mumba. And cleared away by Bridge. Kicked back in. But unable to control, and that's going to go off of White, I believe. Yes, going to be a Bridge throw in. So nothing much comes of that opportunity for Boston Street. Still scoreless. About 14 minutes in here. Looking for first blood. These are two very similar teams when looking at the stats. This is a nice ball through. Put down to number 17 for Red. That's Adiniji. Bridge under control. Kicked away. back toward midfield. Defender able to collect. Deflects off White. Still gets to where it needed to go for Bridge. That's Mbanga. Kind of the taller center mid. He's over in the wing now. A giveaway in Boston. Able to come on the attack. Looking dangerous. Numbers back for Bridge. Nice crossover. Nothing doing. Well played by the Bridge defensive backs. And we are still clean. Looking statistically at these two teams, again, Bridge Sports, 10 wins, 1 loss, no ties, no draws, I should say. 35 goals they scored, only allowed 8. For Boston Street, 8 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. 31 goals for, 9 goals against. So decidedly better than most of their conference. Both ended up as the second place in the regular season, but able to win their playoffs to get through. Both teams, their first opportunity to reach this round of 32 here. We've got a whistle. Pausing play momentarily. Boston Street really prides themselves defensively. 6 shutouts, the most shutouts of any of the 4 teams that we've got here with us here this weekend. Heinzel, really the strength of that defense, obviously being back at keeper. Bridge prides themselves on passing and speed. We've started to see that already in these first 15 minutes. Play very calm, under control. A giveaway there by 13. That's Kapia, and then the foul, which did not lead to make sure that Yepes didn't have any room to operate. Yepes there in those orange cleats. That's somebody easy to remember. It's the top goal scorer for Boston, probably their most dangerous player, and that's just a straight up win from Kapia. Well done by 13 there. Played back to the keeper by the Boston defense. Ball booted out toward midfield by keeper. Boston under control, looking to break something down. Now a little bit of space here for Boston Street. Bird looking for the cross, knocked away by Tangwaaka. We'll have a corner kick upcoming. Taking our time on the corner kick, the ball collection here. Reminder, it is a running clock. Talking to the coaches earlier, both teams very excited to make it this far, but certainly have their plans, have their hopes on much more than just today's game. In swinging ball, headed by the defense, and a foul as well on Boston. Yusuf Mumban looking to put it into play, and he'll just pass off to his teammate. Still scoreless. About 19 minutes in. Bridge looking to make something happen. Figured maybe on that far side could get something going. Will be a Boston throw-in on that far side. No? Around the league here in a little bit. 4:30 p.m. Eastern. That'll be Sporting Wichita SC against Minneapolis City SC. Later today, SCU Heat against the Tennessee Tempo. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. right back here between Philadelphia Lone Star and FCY New York. A few other games later we'll get to. A nice ball in, but Emmanuel Elambar is offside, says the assistant. Again, leads all the teams here and tied for second across all the UPSL playoffs here with 6 goals. That's number 23, Emmanuel Elambar. So that is a key to try to control him, contain him. Boston Street been able to do so to this point, about 20 minutes in. Well played out, and Boston will have a throw in on the far side. Fighting on that far side. Bridge comes away with it to this point. Boston able to control. Can he do with it? Comes over here to Bird. That's 19 on the near side. Back to Zapata. Oh, that's a takedown. It's an easy call there. Quick play in, Yepes passes off to Bird. Looking to send something into the box. There's a header just high. Oh my goodness, that's the best shot we've seen so far. That was Pedro da Silva sending it just over the crossbar. So Boston Street, probably the most dangerous opportunity we've seen on both sides here. Pretty even game so far, I would say. Bridge probably controlling play 55-45, 60-40, something like that. But possession is only one small piece of the beautiful game of soccer. It only counts when you get it in the goal. Nice stop there from Boston Street. Almeida up to the task. Good ball in, headed away by Bridge. Opportunity here for Boston. Da Silva with the ball at his feet once again, blocked by Bridge. Da Silva looking to play it off to Yepes. Yepes looking for the turn, unable to do so, and quickly cleared away again. Bridge very much a counter-attacking team. Got a foul there, taking down Emmanuel Elambar. Fans starting to get into this one. Fun contest so far, some back and forth play. "24 minutes in. So glad you're able to join us Here, round of 32 action between Bridge Sports Club in red and Boston Street FC in white. Still scoreless. Ball sent into the box, headed away by Boston Street. Cross in, opportunity there, nothing comes of it. But again, Jacob Heinzel does not mind coming way, way off his line. And nothing doing. Ball sent in. He is onside, is Emmanuel. Kind of a weak cross as he's looking to connect that time with Adeniji. But Heinzel up to the task. Good ball in, but nobody making that run at this point for Boston. So Bridge collects, looking to regroup. Still scoreless. Round of 32 action in the UPSL National Tournament. Boston Street looking to give chase. Send one back. Heinzel jumps up. Emmanuel Ilumbo. Oh, we'll get a yellow for coming into contact. I'm sorry, that is not Emmanuel. That is Abdul Kadril Adeniji. So 17 booked with the yellow card in the 25th minute. Seen that already a few times, just those long kind of counterattacks. And again, you've seen Heinzel come way off that line, does not mind playing even outside of the box. With the ball down the other end and even beyond, and able to make something happen there for his team. Getting a yellow card drawn, one of those attackers for Bridge. Ball sent down now by Boston Street. We've got some contact just at the top of the box on this end, and it looks like, yes, a yellow now to even things out for Boston Street. That's going to be on number 7, it would appear. That's Sebastian Toro at the 27th minute. So yellow card each way. Some contact right at the top of the box, you see there. Bridge, can't tell who that was quite yet. Looked like they knocked ankles, if nothing worse than that. That was William Amankwa. Looks like he'll be able to stay in the match. So some physical play as we get into the back half of the first half, let's say. Nearly 30 minutes down, still scoreless. Fun game. Using that speed is Bridge. Adeniji trying to stay onside there. Here's Emmanuel. Passing off to Adeniji. Nicely played out by Boston Street. Looking to counter. May have an opportunity to do so. That's De Silva with the ball at his feet and draws the foul. So De Silva will collect himself. Yepes in those orange cleats one of the players to watch here for Boston Street comes over. We'll see who ends up taking this one. Looks like it may be Yepes. Everyone getting set up. I believe that's De Silva. We'll take it. I believe that's 11. Wall set up. That's 3 bridge defenders just in front. Ball put over and up to the task this time, Yusuf Momban. Looked like that was probably going to go on goal. Headed away by the back line of Boston Street and out of danger. Be a throw in for Bridge. Quickly played back in. Bridge doesn't need much setup. They got some speed. You can play out of that back very quickly. Feel like at some point, Heinzel playing way off that line may run into some trouble, but so far so good. "31 minutes in now. Still scoreless between Boston Street FC, the only UPSL team in the city of Boston. Boston Street on that far side. Toro looking for a foul. Thought he got hit in the face. Still upset about it. Got to recover here as ball played back to Heinzel, the keeper for Boston Street. Well, Sky toward midfield. Boston Street, you can't get too cute back on that defensive line with the speed and aggression. As you see right here, an opportunity here for Emmanuel, 23 red. Nothing doing out of that opportunity, but a dangerous chance there for Bridge. Again, I watched a few highlights and 30 minutes of them so far, and Bridge does not need much to create an opportunity quickly. Bridge out of Laurel, Maryland, came in second in the DMV North Conference. In the red on the attack on the far side. Played back to the center. Controlled by Boston Street. Looking to get something going. Looking to create something slowly. Opportunity. Kind of in between there was the keeper. Shortly, De Silva making the run, but just couldn't connect that time. Down on the attack, this time just unable to keep it in play. That's Adeniji. A couple of dangerous attackers up top there for Bridge Sports. I'd like to thank a couple of our other sponsors here for today's contest. Lifeline, phones, tablets, and computers, as well as Socatra Cafe in Lackawanna. That's 671 Ridge Road, Lackawanna, for all your coffee, sweets, and pastry needs. For any local viewers or listeners here in the greater Buffalo area. Got a foul going against red. That's Bridge. So Boston Street looking to take advantage. Also like to thank Epic Towing and Recovery. It's a locally owned business serving Lackawanna, New York, and its surrounding areas for all of your towing needs. As De Silva looking to keep it in play, he gets it into the box and able to at least create a corner kick as Bridge unable to control it, instead sends it along the end line. Yepes walking over. to take the corner kick. Epic Towing, they're 24/7 for fast and friendly service. Give them a call at 716-777-EPIC. Ball quickly booted into play. Yepes takes a shot and just over the top. Was that a goal? Was it touched by the goalie? Boston Street sure thinks it was. White pleading the fact that Yusuf Mumban got a piece of it. However, our referees in blue say not the case. It's going to be a goal kick instead and played in quickly for Bridge. Well, the most dangerous opportunities that we've seen today so far, opportunities in general, seem to be from Bridge Sports. That's just a push in the back, as blatant as can be, right at midfield. But certainly the best two shots that we've had on goal have come from Boston. I'm more worried when Red has the ball down there. They just haven't been able to put a good shot on yet. A ball in hits exactly what we're looking for, but instead goes just over the bar. That's a header from Emmanuel Elumabar. Just over the crossbar. And we remain scoreless. 35 minutes in, still scoreless. Looking for first blood. That's Yepes giving chase. Amankwa able to play it back to Mumban. And sent down the far side. That's going to be a foul against Boston Street. Fans pleading for a card. Not quite enough there for that. Just a straight takeaway there. Well done by Sinya to take that away. Bodies go flying, no foul, however. Intensity picking up a little bit here between Bridge Sports and Boston Street, and that's going to be a push on Adeniji. He's got to be careful already with the yellow. Referee wants to talk and calm things down a bit. Ball played in. Touched along the far side, trying to get to midfield is Boston Street. Again, you got to be careful. Look at this, nearly a giveaway. Every single opportunity, you have to be careful with this Bridge Sports Club. A lot of space to operate there. That's Capia. He sends one into the box. Emmanuel almost there. However, Jacob Heinzel able to sky and get it just between two attackers there for Bridge. Another dangerous opportunity thwarted by Boston Street. Bridge Sports coming into this game won 9 in a row, including the 3 to get through the playoffs of the DMV North. Again, 35 goals for, 8 against this season. That's going to be a blatant push in the back and maybe more than a foul. We'll see. No, just a foul there, but an opportunity for Boston Street to get something going. Boston Street did drop 2 games in the regular season. Their last loss came about a month ago, June 11th, in the regular season championship to Brockton FC United. They were looking to get a rematch in the playoffs, however, were unable to do so as Brockton fell to Olay FC in a big upset. So instead, they got their revenge by simply winning the New England playoffs and advancing here to Buffalo. A lot going on here with our referees. The assistant coming onto the field, wanting to establish where the wall needs to be and such. That's Yepes over, ready to play the ball in. He'll put it into the wall, deflects directly to Boston Street's 19. Counterattack opportunity for Bridge. They've got speed and space. The touch here from Johnson, not normally up top. Emmanuel trying to get there, unable to do so. Heinzel comes off aggressively once again and able to stop the counterattack. And we remain scoreless. 40 minutes in. Game has flown by. Yepes looking to make something happen there to Da Silva. Da Silva's on his knees, able to still control. Well done. That's going to deflect off of Bridge over the goal line there. So a corner kick upcoming. Mumba not happy, the keeper. But well done on both sides there. Yepes collects for the corner on the far side. See what Boston Street has going. Who will draw first blood? An in-swinging corner punched out by Mumban. However, right down. And this one is collected once again by Mumban. Shots have gone in favor of Boston Street so far, but dangerous opportunities, I feel like, are about even at this point, probably. Just before halftime here. Ball deflects around. Boston Street with the takeaway. Right at midfield and gives it right back. The set pieces have been much more dangerous, it seems like, for Boston. But the run of play and the counterattacks certainly way in Bridges' direction. That's a ball out. Heinzel coming well off the line. Boy, he has seen every part of the box so far, the keeper. Mumban, he's up at the top of the arc at this point. But once play comes in, he's really back inside of his 6. Heinzel is all over his 18 and beyond. That's just a straight takeaway there by Bridge. A dangerous opportunity. Emmanuel, oh, he pushed it over. It deflects off of the football goal, just over the crossbar of the soccer goal there. A dangerous opportunity there for the man with 6 goals. The second leading scorer across the entire nation. Not going to see many better opportunities than that. He just pushed it high. So we remain scoreless in the 43rd minute here. But things are starting to open up on both sides, it seems like. Should be a very entertaining second half. And who knows beyond that. We are at Coyer Field, Buffalo State University, hosting this 4-team playoff here this weekend. We're in the round of 32 in the UPSL national bracket between Bridge Sports Club in red and Boston Street FC in white. Shots would favor Boston Street a little bit. Corner kicks, I'd say about even. Maybe Boston Street by a couple. Another dangerous opportunity, and Heinzel boots it out. Calling it offsides. There were two Bridge Sports attackers there. I'm sure it was Adinaji and Elamabar. They were there, but called offside. Ball bouncing into the 18, taken care of by Mumba, no problem. And booted down just past midfield, looking for Emmanuel once again. Still fighting, he comes out of it on the attack. Does Emmanuel, played off to Capia. Played into the box, booted once again, and Emmanuel will push it high. You keep giving him opportunities, I feel like he's gonna connect with one. We are at the 45th minute here in the first half. So we will break for a 15-minute halftime here. We'll be back to recap a bit of the first half, but bring you through the second half action after that. So just hang with us. Again, glad you're joining us here. Scoreless just before halftime here between Bridge Sports and Boston Street. Bridge on the attack in red, looking for an opportunity here just before the half. Well done by Bridge, stay in control, looking for one of those two dangerous attackers. Ball put in, and Heinzel up to the task once again. A very active half there for Heinzel. Trading some words back and forth with 23 for red. That's Emmanuel Elamabar. Seeing a lot of each other here so far today. Ball kept in. Oh, look at the fight there. Great effort to continue making something happen here. A shot by Da Silva in the box, but blocked by the Bridge defense. Boy, that was great effort there by Leandro Villa on that far side. Something the Bridge really had given up on. Didn't realize that he was there, and Boston still making things happen from his effort. Well done. All right. That brings us to halftime, scoreless between these two sides. Again, Bridge Sports Club coming in from the DMV North Conference. Finished in second in the regular season, taking on Boston Street FC. They finished second in the New England Conference. Both able to win their way into the playoffs here in Buffalo. And scoreless to this point. So again, we'll take about a 15-minute pause here at halftime, and we'll come back and bring you the second half. Thanks so much for joining us. And a reminder, another contest, if you want to check in on that one, Sporting Wichita SC and Minneapolis City SC kicked off about a half hour after us. So maybe flip over to that one, watch a little bit of that, and come back and join us in 15 minutes. Thanks so much. And welcome back as we are just getting ready to get started here for the second half of a scoreless contest between Bridge Sports Club and Boston Street FC. Boston Street led us off the first half, so Bridge Sports with control here in to start us off in the second half. Very even contest so far. Two kind of differing styles of play, but a fun one here so far. Again, Bridge Sports now going right to left in the red. Sends it in deep. Looking to get one of their really two dangerous attackers off. 23 and 17 are your two guys to watch there up top for Bridge. For Boston Street, to this point at least, it's been 10 Yepes and 11 De Silva. So they've got a couple of others that could possibly make something happen. Again, glad you're joining us here. We're in the UPSL semifinals of the Northeast region. Winner today in this contest will play the winner of today's next game. That's going to be FCY New York against Philadelphia Lone Star FC. That is planning to kick off at 7 p.m. We'll see what happens with this one, if that one stays on target. Another throw in here for Bridge, deep in their own territory here. And played back over to the keeper, Mumban, who's got a couple of saves here so far today. But really fortunate that he's seen a couple go just over the crossbar as well, a header and a shot, both. The two dangerous opportunities for Boston Street in particular. Got a foul here going down the near flank. That was Wilfred Tanay looking to make something happen for Bridge. Got to go and retrieve. We could use some ball people. Again, around the UPSL network here today. Got a couple of other contests. One other one going on at this point between Sporting Wichita SC and Minneapolis City SC. Kicked off about a half hour ago. 6 p.m. SCU Heat against Tennessee Tempo. Before today's second contest here in Buffalo. FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star FC. All right, Wilfred Tanay, who drew that foul, he will send it in at the start of play. Heinzel, the keeper, looking to direct everyone. Dangerous ball in, but Boston Street up to the challenge. Looking to make something happen, unable to. Ball bounces around at the midfield. Played into De Silva. Can control. Boston Street plays it down. Little physical play, and that's going to go to the advantage of Bridge. De Silva tries to plead his case there for Boston, but unable to. Ball played in, nice little flick down the near side, but Boston will instead play it back to Heinzel, the keeper, who gets it down into the midfield, looking for Yepes, heads it in. Ball bouncing around, a nice pass over to De Silva, who's had it momentarily at the top of the 18, but a takeaway and a foul now. So nothing doing for Boston Street. Well done by Jesse Pope. That's 14 there in those bright orange cleats. Here on the near side now. And the keeper, Mumban, will look to boot it away. Quick throw in by Bridge. Nearly sent in. Ball bouncing around a little bit around the 18. Bridge still controls. Kicks, but not cleanly. In and now cleared out by Boston Street. Still looking for first blood here just after halftime. Winner advances to tomorrow's regional final here in the Northeast region. Either be playing FCY New York, based out of Buffalo here, or Philadelphia Lone Star. Shot nearly goes in, my goodness, from that left flank. A quick shot. Goalie got just a bit of it. Did the keeper move on? So that will be a corner. Boy, that was a quick hitter from Boston Street. That was off the foot of Drake Bird, I believe. Corner kick upcoming now for Boston Street. I believe that's going to be Leandro Villa with the left-footed corner. An in-swinger in. Mumban punches it high into the sky. Villa looking to get back in. Play on, says the ref. Boston Street with some opportunity to operate here. An opportunity, dangerous into the box, but no one there on the other side of the run. A couple of Bridge players connect. Referee just wants to make sure everyone's okay. Down for Bridge, that's number 4. No, sorry, Tongwa Aka. 52 minutes in now. Looks like he's all right. Ran into the keeper, Mumban. Everybody converging. There's no one there for Boston Street to make anything of that dangerous cross. So add a bit of stoppage time, likely, on to the end of this half. And we're back underway. The dangerous opportunity here, Emmanuel. Oh, and that's a takedown. That's going to be a card. What color is he reaching for? Oh my. That goes to Boston Street, number 16, Gabriel Almeida. I believe that's a red. In the 53rd minute, Gabriel Almeida takes the red card as 23 Emmanuel Alamabar had a breakaway, a wide open breakaway, was taken down from behind. He is sent off. Boston Street will play with 10. Boston Street a man down now, still scoreless. Dangerous opportunity here for Bridge though. I'm saying Emmanuel, number 23, in red. 6 goals here in these playoffs already. The opportunity goes high off of the crossbar of the yellow football goal post. High of the white soccer crossbar. So the opportunity is for naught, aside for the fact that Boston Street now plays a man down. So a yellow card to both sides at the 25th and the 27th minute. That was to Bridgesport's red number 17, Adeniji, in the 25th, drew a yellow card. 2 minutes later, Boston Street's number 7 in white, Sebastian Toro, took a yellow card. And now the next card is a red here in the 53rd. Ball bouncing around Boston Street, looking to press now. Intensity continues to increase here, now down a man. Bridge will send it out of play, but a deep throw in here for Boston. Both teams, first time they've ever made it this far to the round of 32. One of them, their maiden voyage to the round of 16 tomorrow. Who will it be? They will take on either this host, FCY New York, or Philadelphia Lone Star out of the Northeast American Conference. Both of those teams were really the class of their division. Philadelphia finished in first in their conference, and then in the playoffs won 4-1 and 5-0. So not really all that much of a test for Philadelphia. FCY New York had to fight a little bit more through. They were undefeated, but then 4-0 and then 1-0 in their regional final, in their conference final, I should say, to make it here today. Now we've got a counterattack here once again from Bridge. 17 and 23, Adeniji plays it down to Emmanuel. Emmanuel in the corner, has it taken away and booted out. Capia with the throw in quickly. Mbongo with the ball at his feet, looking to make something happen on that flank, but Boston converges to take it away. Continuing to advance up that far side. Just in front of the bench, the ball goes out. It'll be a white throw in. No. Yep, he just didn't like that ball. So Boston Street on the attack, nothing doing there. Boston Street down a man since the 53rd minute. Red converges, takes it away. We've got a 2-on-2 opportunity. Let's see what magic can happen here with Bridge. Emmanuel with the ball at his feet on this near side. At the top of the 18, plays it in, can't get there, and Heinzel collects. Still scoreless. Fans increasingly into this one. On a beautiful day here in Buffalo. Bit cloudy, keeping temperatures down. I'd say upper 70s at this point. Slight breeze. Couldn't be a more pleasant day for a soccer contest. You can see a foul on that far side. Mumban, the keeper, in all green there for Bridge, frustrated at the call. Boston continuing to try to get something going here on that far side. Slide tackle. And the ball taken out of play. Ball thrown in, but Mumban comes right to the edge of the 6 or so to collect. And what a majestic boot down to Emmanuel on that far side. He keeps it in, but unable to collect. Bit too heavy, but Mumban really showing off that leg. Here you see once again, Bridge not afraid to attack. I feel like it might just take one little mistake along that back line there for something to happen. Boston Street, Yepes with the opportunity, maybe what, 25 yards out or so? And the ball goes wide. 59 minutes in here. About 30 to go here. Still scoreless. Who will score first? We don't know. I'd like to wish a happy birthday weekend to one Jack Hoffman, one of our viewers in attendance here. Takeaway by Boston Street. Well done. Now a foul. Bit of retaliation, it seems like, and yes, a quick yellow will come out to Angelo Capia. "60 minutes in now when that yellow card comes. Now we've got some drawing back and forth. Boy, a lot of frustration there from Capia. Got to keep your cool in this one. Already seen one man sent off. That was number 16 for Boston Street, Gabriel Almeida. So Bridge has the man advantage at this point. You certainly don't want to give that away with something silly in a scoreless game. Impressed by both of these teams so far, I'll tell you. Opportunity upcoming here for Bridge. Ball at his feet, that's Wilfred Timay. Opportunity still dangerous. No, taken away by Boston Street and cleared away. Now we got some opportunity here, but Bridge stays just where they need to on defense. Nothing doing for Boston Street here. We'll see our first sub of the day, it looks like. This will be for Bridge. I believe Capia, who just drew the yellow card a moment ago, will be coming off. No, not to this point. Not quite ready yet. Maybe at the next stoppage we'll see a change. So Boston Street with possession here on this near side, looking to make something happen right through the teeth of the defense. But a lot of red converges here. A push in the back from 14. And a stern talking to by the man in blue, Leandro Villa. With the foul and now some extra drawing. I believe that's going to be a yellow. I'm not sure who that's on. I believe it's going to be 15. I'm not sure though. In the 62nd minute, a yellow came out. I believe it's going to be number 15, Confolsinia, for Boston Street. Apologies if that is not correct. All right, so off for Bridge Sports is Joy Mbongo. 9 is off. In is number 11, Mohamed Gueye. Opportunity down for Bridge, but Heinzel collects. Nothing doing there for Red. So first substitute into the match. Sorry, another substitute as well that I had missed. Winslow B is in now, and out was who we thought earlier, who drew the yellow card. That was Capia. Deep ball in, but the keeper for Boston able to collect. Giving chase for Bridge, that was Tanay. But just a bit too far. So Capia out, Mbongo out for Bridge. In are Mbi and Gueye. Doing the best we can with the pronunciations. Strong defense there from Bridge, not allowing anything really at all through the middle of the defense all day. Best opportunities have come off of this wing here. Here's a ball across. Ball is loose, bobbled, but Mumban able to collect. Trying to find De Silva on that far post. Unable to do so. A long ball down for Emmanuel. Bit of a push in the back, able to get back up, no call. Tanay collects. Back to midfield, Bridge has numbers. Some end-to-end action here. As we get deeper in the second half, we will see a foul call. That's going to go against Boston Street Zapata, it would appear. I believe that's Emmanuel down. Hope that he can continue. He's up. So Emmanuel will get down there in a dangerous position, I'm sure. Mohamed Guillet in the pink, with the pink cleats there. We'll take the set piece. Oh, we've got a yellow. A yellow to Boston Street. I can't tell the number to this point. Quick stoppage to book it. In the 65th minute. Ball sent in. And Heinzel able to collect it. Nothing much doing there. Opportunity there, certainly, but nothing happening there. So that yellow card was assessed to De Silva in the 65th. So now let's see. I've got 3 yellow cards for Boston Street, and I've got 2 for Bridge. And the red card coming in the 53rd, that was to Boston Street's Gabriel Almeida. So 11 on 10 here as we are in about the 66th minute here. Long ball down, looking for Yepes. Can Yepes make something happen of it? He goes down, unable to draw a foul. However, oh, we have a corner, yes. Off red. Boston Street will take it. Looking for a quick draw here. Mumban able to make the stop and keep it in, it would appear, yes. Hoping to catch Bridge napping there with the quick corner kick. Pair of 8s going against it here on the near side. And a giveaway. Bridge are so dangerous there right after a giveaway. They've got that speed. And 8 sends it well high through the field goal, however. Not on target. So that's Tanay lifting it high. Starting to get late here in this one. Looking for first blood still between Bridge Sports Club and Boston Street FC. So glad you're joining us here on the UPSL Network. Round of 32 action between 2 first-time entrants into the national tournament. One of them will make their first round of 16 appearance tomorrow. Who will it be? Ball deflects out. Eventually, we get a ruling that it's a red throw-in. Again, Bridge in red, Boston Street in white. Boston Street really needed to build their attack piece by piece. Nothing sudden. Bridge, however, they have been suddenly dangerous. It does not take much of an opening for them to create something. Perhaps an opportunity here, no. Again, Boston Street playing down a man since the 53rd minute due to a red card assessed to Almeida. One of the subs in. That's number 11, Mohamed Guillet, unable to make something happen there. Frustrated, but he'll have his opportunities. A lot of time left in this one. Two well-matched teams, differing styles of play. Just hoping those cards don't come back to haunt either of these sides. But again, so far 3 yellows and a red to Boston Street, 2 yellows to Bridge. Bridge with a deep throw in here. Upcoming, let's see who will take it. Walking over, would appear to be Winslow, would be. 70 minutes. Starting to get late early now. Who will have our first goal of the day? Gotta say first, but I mean, at some point we may think only. I may have missed it, but I don't believe Boston Street has made any substitutions yet, so got to think at some point soon. May want to see some fresh legs in for White. Boy, some real physical play there, and we're going to see a yellow assessed, I believe, to Bridge. Need for him to move a bit, turn one way or another so I can see what number that is. Seven. Be Bridge number 7 who snuck into this contest. My apologies, I did not realize that he did. It's going to be a yellow card assessed the 71st minute, 70th minute. There's someone running on there for Boston Street. That's going to be number 12, Roberto Dubon. I'm not sure who he came in for. Ball headed by the defense. Back to Mumban. See what some fresh legs can do in this one. Boston Street wanting to call for a foul or at least a throw in. To try to stop this attack. Body starting to fly around everywhere. Ball with Wilfred. Dangerous opportunity here. Number 7 kind of whiffs there. Ball is blocked. A shot goes high for Bridge number 11, Mohamed Guillet. One of our recent substitutes in. Bridge starting to get frustrated there. I believe that was Kunfal Sinya who has left the game for Boston Street, who I believe, not sure on that one, but he may have gotten that yellow card in the 62nd minute. So a wide substitution if that was the case. So as we're starting to get late in this one, you do have to start thinking about what overtime might look like. So those are 2 15-minute overtime periods. We will play those throughout, I believe. See where we are at the end of those 30 as we see a run right through the middle. Number 12, the ball bandied around. Ball cannot find anybody there, and it goes over the goal line. A lot of excitement. Nothing doing there. What a run there from Boston Street. Roberto Dubon just into the contest. Those fresh legs really coming through. We're in the 73rd minute. Had been a while since Boston Street had had much of an opportunity, but now we've got something going. Our center referee wants to come and talk things over here. Make sure everything is on the up and up. Oh, we've got a yellow assessed to the bench from Boston Street. In the 73rd. Hate to see that. So we've got a corner here for Boston Street. Ball just kind of bounced around inside the 18, almost, well, maybe inside the 6, honestly, there, but no one could make anything of it. Looks like perhaps another set of fresh legs coming on for Boston Street. That's number 9, Marcos. Get that last name momentarily for you. And just into the game, Dubon sends it down, good 10, 15 yards high of the goal. And we remain scoreless. So again, overtime looks like 2 15-minute periods. See where we are at the end of that. And obviously, we're into the round of 32. We got to have a winner here in the playoffs. That would mean a penalty kick shootout. Yepes plays it over, but taken away by the Bridge defense. Now Bridge on the counterattack. Given away. Boston Street playing with it. You can't play with it. Not against Bridge here. An opportunity here for Muhammad, who passes it out wide. Over on that far side, that's Winslow would be. Oh, the bicycle goes just wide. I believe that was Emmanuel. Let's take another look at that on the replay. Crossed over, and the bicycle, right-footed bicycle, I mean, only a couple of yards wide, not that far off. Certainly one of the best opportunities we've seen here today as we're getting late into this one. Who will draw first blood? Yepes with the ball at his feet, trying to make something happen. Ball finds its way over to Junior Pereira into the contest. Ball played out, and Bridge with the throw in. And a foul goes against Bridge. Some spirited play here, looking to advance to the round of 16 in this UPSL playoffs. Ball will remain Boston Street's for now. Winner advances to tomorrow's regional championship here. Winner of this one will play the winner of tonight's contest between FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star. That game to follow this one, supposed to be 7 o'clock. We'll see when this one ends. Again, we are at Coyer Field here at Buffalo State University, here in the city of Buffalo. Ball played out to De Silva. He's been dangerous today. Nice effort there. Ball deflected out by Bridge number 4, Tongwa Aka. So it'll be a corner kick upcoming. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors making today's contest possible here in the stream as well. Discount Pharmacy, 429 William Street in Buffalo, New York. Cairo First Wellness Center of West Seneca, New York. Lifeline phones, tablets, and computers. Epic Towing of Lackawanna. And Socatra Cafe in Lackawanna for all your coffee, sweets, and pastry needs. Ball played in short here on the corner. 14 will crank it, and is it in? No, just wide. From our angle, it looked like it might have gone in, but it did not. The header went just wide. Looking to see who that was. I believe that was 6, Junior Pereira on that far side. Yes, it was Junior Pereira. The header just wide. Right on that far post there. A nice ball in. I mean, that's a matter of a couple of inches off of the head if that was to go forward or backwards. Getting some increasingly dangerous opportunities, as typically happens late in contests like this. Those fresh legs of Dubon looking to go straight through the Bridge defense, and he's had a couple of runs right through the teeth of the defense, and no one else from Boston Street has been able to do that all day. Just turn and crank there. Opportunity for 14, Leandro Villa. There were a couple of attackers there on the other side of that, just quite unable to connect this time. That was De Silva and Pereira. But Boston Street suddenly looking to get a bit more dangerous here as we get into the 80th minute, still scoreless in this round of 32 matchup. Will be a bit of stoppage time, not excessive though, I'd say 3 or 4 minutes. Quite a few yellow cards have come out, and the single red card should remind Boston Street playing with 10 men. 53rd minute, Almeida given a red. Several yellows are out there. Boston Street, I'll tell you, these fresh legs have really come in and they've really taken control. A lot more of the possession here of late than they have throughout the contest, honestly. Boston has been content to build their attack piece by piece. Bridge has relied on the counterattack and the long ball, but have not had much dangerous lately as Bridge. But it doesn't take much. Again, they won their playoff matchup with a quick hitting counterattack to win 2-1 in overtime. It doesn't take much as we see Bridge with the ball at their feet, out wide to Wilfred Tenay. He's way over in the corner. Can he send anything across? He cannot. Boston Street collects. Never want to clear into the middle there, but Boston Street able to collect. And counterattack here, De Silva with the ball. Let's see what numbers he has. He's able to get the ball through the first defender, but gives it away here deep in. De Silva continues to attack. Ball off of White will be a Bridge throw in. Emmanuel, number 23, has the 6 goals here. He was so dangerous early on, has not had his number called or an opportunity of late for Bridge. He's kind of moved back a little bit off of the attack. There you see him giving chase to Dubon, who passes it over. Now Villa with the ball at his feet, trying to make something happen. Into 18. 9 cranks a shot high, however a foul beforehand, I believe, called against Villa, and nothing comes of it for Boston. That shot. '83rd minute that we are into at this point. Again, getting late early here. Some frustration, I believe, really for both sides, as you're going to see in a scoreless game with these kind of stakes on the line. Winner advances to the round of 16 for the first time in either of these franchises. Loser, I'm afraid, will go home. Ball bouncing around the midfield. Bridge looking to make something happen. Ooh, Yepes. Down. Boston controls here, getting late. Still scoreless. It's a long ball in. Boston Street gives chase. However, no one there. De Silva can't catch up. So Mumban will play it out for the goal kick. Like in overtime, should we get there, which we're getting increasingly close to. 2 15-minute periods. We'll play throughout, see where we are at the end of 30 minutes. Ball given away by Bridge. Boston Street looking for a ball. Looks like we'll stop the clock here as we have another sub coming in for Boston Street. That's going to be Estavio Cordoso in, and Leandro Villa out for Boston Street. Villa put in some good work on this near side here in the second half, creating some opportunities here for Boston Street. 85th minute now as we get back going. Throw in, Boston Street trying to get something going here. Dubon, nice little pass as the ball ends up right at the feet just outside of the 18 of Pereira. Pereira is fighting two. For his in. Bridge clears to the center. Nothing comes of it. Opportunity here for Bird. Pereira touches over to Bird. Boston Street with some nice control here. Can they make anything happen? Ball through. Ball, Mumban is right there to thwart anything from Boston Street. Will deflect off of the keeper. And a corner kick upcoming. Dangerous opportunity there from Boston Street. Again, you see them building. Touch pass through. Pereira tried to get something on it, but Mumban came off the line, did what he needed to do to thwart the opportunity. And we remain scoreless. Boston Street not opting, it doesn't look like to send anything into the box. Instead, looks to play it short. We'll see. That's what they've been doing of late. They will play it into the box, an in-swinger, but kicked right back out. And we need a ball. Not much urgency on the ball at this point. I think everybody wouldn't mind catching their breath for a moment. There's a ball coming in from the far side. Oh, and from the near side. These are a lot of tired men, and most likely at this point looking at another 30 minutes of play as well. Moment to collect themselves, so we'll have a throw in. So this one went over the touch line instead of the in line. Slightly onto the field, no call. Opportunity there. Edward Yepes got a substitute coming on. Yepes was trying to get a foul call there as his shot was lifted high. So Bridge has a substitute coming in. Stopping time. Looks like coming off will be Tenay, who gave some good effort there up top for Bridge. And a yellow card to Yepes now issued late in this one. Again, a reminder, Boston Street playing with only 10 men. Red card issued in the 53rd minute to Almeida. So into the contest is 15. Boubacar Sissoko will take the place of Tenay over here on this near side attack for Bridge. So a lot of fresh legs in this one. We'll see who gets the glory goal. Somebody's got to score in this one. We need a winner. Touched on Boubacar. This is his first opportunity and just run over. Just absolutely run over here late in this one. Dubon, I don't know, maybe he got twisted up or what, but he just ran over Bubakar there. So a dangerous opportunity here for Bridge, a foul just outside of the 18. We'll see how Bridge wants to play this one. See the main players there for Bridge lining up all around that far post. Opportunity for glory coming up here for Bridge. Sent in to low liner and headed back out. So a throw in here, and that'll be for number 11, Mohamed Gueye. Short throw in, ball right back into play. Ball sent in to the 18, headed, opportunity, no, the offside flag is up. I believe the header was on. So we are into the 90th minute. I believe the header was on, but then the header played to the attacker. The attacker was off, I believe. Regardless, we are into the 90th minute of this one, and we are still scoreless. So we are into stoppage time. Certainly quite a bit at this point has accumulated. I've got, oh boy. I've got 7 yellow cards in this one and a red card. A majority going to Boston Street. At the end of regulation here, I can catch you up on specifically some of those. But we are still scoreless as we go into stoppage time with the second half. Bridge looking to make something happen. Bridge in red, Boston Street in white. Opportunity. Heinzel comes off his line as he is wont to do and collects. Looking increasingly like we're going to see 30 minutes of extra time in this one. We got to have a winner. Round of 32 play. Winner goes to the round of 16 tomorrow. Headed on by Pereira. Mumban able to collect for Bridge. Emmanuel, the dangerous man. Looking increasingly tired, I'm afraid. Maybe saving his energy for one last run. But he's played throughout this one in an attacking role. Opportunity here for Bridge. We've got a foul as that one came up and got the elbow of Ronald Little. This one sent deep by Boston Street. Headed on, but nothing doing for Boston. Can't be more than a couple minutes left in regulation here. A pleasant evening here in the city of Buffalo. So glad you could join us for this one, which has been a fun one. Action up and down, 2 different styles certainly. Couple of shots on goal both ways. Nothing incredibly dangerous, but a lot of fresh legs out there, and Boston Street continues to play a man down. Red card issued in the 53rd minute, but they've been able to stick through, keep it scoreless, and really had the better of play, I would say, at this point here in the second half. First half, I would say 55-45 Bridge, maybe 60-40 possession for Bridge in the first half. Second half, I'd have to give those same numbers probably to Boston Street, about 60-40. Foul and an opportunity here for Yepes. Yepes has scored 3 goals here in these playoffs. He's their leading goal scorer. Referee backing up the defense just a hair. Opportunity here to play short to Dubon. Fresh legs in. Does he have anything on it? Can't get anything on a shot. Was a nice opportunity there for Boston. Heinzel, haven't seen him come off nearly as much here in this second half, or noticed it at least in this second half as the first half. But playing as an extra defender there, more so than a keeper. Now an opportunity here for Bridge. It doesn't take him much. Longba into the box. Does he have anyone there? No one's there. What can Bridge do with this one? Just outside of the 18, headed out. There's a lot of white jerseys in there, nothing doing for red. De Silva trying to head it through. Got a whistle, and I believe we've got full time. Well, how about that, sports fans? We are scoreless through 90. So glad that you're joining us. We've had some fun action here. Coyer Field at Buffalo State University here in the city of Buffalo, hosting today's UPSL Northeast semifinal match between the Bridge Sports Club of DMV North Conference here in the UPSL and Boston Street FC of the New England Conference. Scoreless through 90 minutes. We'll take a quick pause here, and we'll be back to bring you overtime action here shortly. All right, welcome back. We are scoreless as we head to extra time here between Boston Street FC and Bridge Sports Club. Been a fun one here so far, just no goals to show for it. Really been an even game both ways. Opportunities both ways. Opportunities over the crossbar both ways. I would say the first 50, 60, maybe even 70 minutes of play, Bridge felt just more dangerous. But Boston Street, with their subs, really seem to have put something in here. Whether it's the Bridge defense tiring or just the fresh legs of Boston Street, they've seemed more dangerous here in these last 20. We see a takedown here on the attacking third for Boston Street, and a yellow card comes out, I believe, to number 11 for Bridge. I believe. It was either 11 or 10. I'm going to say 11. So that will be, by my count, the fourth yellow card given to Bridge. On the other side, for Boston Street, I've got 5 yellow cards and a red. Oh no, and a red. A red given to 11. Well, that evens the playing field. I was just about to remind everyone here that Boston Street, since the 53rd minute, had been playing 11 on 10, had been able to weather the storm, giving away that extra player, but now draws back even here. That changes things slightly, perhaps. So sent off is Mohamed Guillet, who was into the game late in the contest. Ball in and blocked by Mumban. We've got a whistle. So it looked like that shot was not actually recorded. Offsides, I'm sorry, offsides. I did not see the flag up. So we've got 2 15-minute periods here. So not a golden goal opportunity here. So we are playing 30 minutes regardless. Even if we see several goals here, we're going to be playing another 30 minutes. So the first goal may not be the only goal. But we haven't seen anything yet. Oh, a takedown from behind. That will certainly draw a card. And that's going to be a yellow. That was number 10. It's funny. Boy, a lot of discussion here on this one. Don't need any extra cards from either side. So many cards are outstanding. You don't want to do too much here at this point. So that's Justin Longbach, who I thought may have gotten the yellow card just a moment ago. Just saving it up for this time. All right, so we've got 10 on 10 action here. Just a couple of minutes into extra time. Still looking for the first goal of the day and a giveaway by Boston Street. Again, this is only the first half of a doubleheader here at Coyer Field, here at Buffalo State University. Later tonight will be FCY New York against Philadelphia Lone Star. The winner of this game will play the winner of tonight's game tomorrow at 2 p.m. Don't know if either of those games are going to live up to this one. Still scoreless. Well into extra time. Boy, bodies flying everywhere in the midfield. That's going to be a foul against Boston Street. As James Johnson, the captain for Bridge, goes flying. Still nursing that right ankle, but able to resume. The big names we've been waiting on have had some opportunities, but unable to connect to anything officially. Ball in for Bridge. Opportunity goes in. Yes, it does. No, offside flag is up. No goal in for that one. I believe that's the first time we've actually seen one hit the back of the net in the run of play, but offsides. So I believe Johnson had flicked it on. I believe that was Little who put it in the back of the net. However, offsides, so we remain scoreless. Long ball in, Moomba able to grab it as Bridge looks to counterattack. A little bit more space for both sides now, 10 on 10. Winner advancing to tomorrow's round of 16 matchup here in the UPSL Championships. A regional semi here between Bridge Sports in red and Boston Street in white. Emmanuel trying to make something happen down on that far side, but ball goes across the end line. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Heinzel. "97 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Little trickery on that far side there from Dubin. Ball just kicked around in the midfield. Bridge has the opportunity this time. Ball down into that flank and goes across the end line. That'll be a corner kick upcoming for Bridge. Going to collect it is Boubacar Sissoko. Looks like he'll take it. As Bridge sends numbers into the 18. A lot of bodies in there. Let's see what'll come of it. Flicked on. 10 doesn't get much on it. That was Justin Langba. Starter in today's contest. So some tired legs certainly coming up. Bridges defense into control into the midfield now. Boston Street looking to make something of it. Nothing doing. Bridge continues possession now. Ball sent across, but headed clear by Boston Street's Ryan Noel. Boston Street under control, but a giveaway. Just trying to get into that attacking third. And Bridge in control in the midfield. Just about, 3 minutes ago, finally saw a ball go into the back of the net, however offside. It's the best opportunity we've had in some time, honestly. Boston Street with a throw in here. Pereira's taken down in the box. What do we see? Nothing. No call there. That was just at the top of the box. Thought that might have been a call. Nothing there. And he lets it go the other way as well. Ball sent in. Heinzel will collect, the keeper for Boston Street. Boston Street with some numbers up top. Got a couple running free, and it's deflected. That'll be a corner kick. Boston Street has been able to get it up there a few times, but rarely have they really had numbers in the box. That time they had a couple of guys both making runs there. So a nice opportunity. 101st minute we are into here. So we'll pause and switch sides at 105. Plus stoppage, of course. Still scoreless. Dubin coming over. I'm not sure who that is lining up to take the corner. He'll send it into the box. A header opportunity for Pereira. Just went over his head, though. Bridge looking to clear and does so. Boston looking to collect. Emmanuel unable to get it over on that far side. The leading goal scorers from the playoff campaign here in this one, still in the contest. 23 in red, that's Emmanuel Lombard for Bridge, and 10 for white, Yepes. But a lot of firepower, a lot of different guys have scored in this playoff campaign for both of these sides. Who will it be today? This ball sent in by Bridge. Outside of the 18. Heinzel clears. Heinzel again. If you weren't joining us early, Heinzel way outside of that 18 several times. Really calmed down with that in the second half, it seemed like. But I was concerned because Bridge really likes to play that long ball. It looked like they might be able to catch him out of position at some point on one of those. Didn't come to fruition yet. Boston Street, a little miscommunication, but still able to clear out. Bridge still on the attack, though. 10 sends it in, a skipper by Longba, and Heinzel, the keeper for Boston Street, up to the task. 103 minutes into this one. Just a couple of minutes before we switch sides for the second stanza of extra time. Boston Street trying to connect on a long ball of their own, unable to do so as De Silva gives chase. And Bridge with possession, looking to work on that far side. Body goes flying. He'll play the advantage here. Bridge still under control. Ball deflects. And Bridge continuing to prod. Seeing what they can do. They'll swing to this far side. I'm sorry, from the far to the near side. 10-on-10 action as both sides have had a man sent off. Boston Street lost their man in the 53rd. Bridge lost theirs in the 92nd. An opportunity here for Boston Street, 1-on-2. Ball deflects around, a little pinball action at the top of the box. Ball sent off. We have a whistle to stop play. A foul, I believe. +104 minutes in. So likely some stoppage time upcoming as Sissoko, one of our recent subs, goes down, the result of that foul, just outside of the 18 there. So we remain scoreless. Back into play. It doesn't take much for Bridge to look dangerous. They haven't lately, but 21 with the shot. Oh my goodness. That was Winslow, the B. One of the best opportunities we've seen for some time for Bridge. Again, Heinzel caught a little high. You see the replay here, a left-footed shot just tailing away. Didn't miss by much. The best opportunities we've seen for some time. So we're into stoppage in the first stanza here of extra time. We'll switch sides and do it all again here shortly. De Silva comes off of the pitch. One of Boston Street's top playmakers throughout this contest here. In favor of some fresh legs. We'll get you that number when he turns around. Bridge with the opportunity here. Nice effort there for Bridge to control. Ball sent in to the far side of the 18, headed over. Heinzel comes off and will collect. Fans into this one. 105 plus minutes in. We want to see a goal. Boston Street looking to make something happen right through the middle. And we'll switch sides. 15 minutes to go. Referee calling the captains over. Just past midfield there. Round of 16. Opportunity here on the line. We go to the final 15 minutes, I believe. We'll take a quick pause here as we reset everything and get ready for what continues to be quite a fun, interesting matchup here between Bridge Sports Club and Boston Street FC. Scoreless after 105 minutes. Welcome back. We are scoreless after 105 minutes here between Boston Street FC and Bridge Sports Club. We're in the round of 32 of the UPSL Championships, a Northeast semifinal match between these two clubs. Some fresh legs have come on for both sides here. Most recent from Boston Street, he's over on this side now, is Jefferson Ruiz, number 3. Has the ball played to him as I speak. He's in for Da Silva, who caused quite a bit of, oh my gosh, look at this opportunity here. Pereira just whiffed on it as he was fighting with a Bridge defender. But an opportunity here for Boston Street to send it back across. Unable to collect is Ruiz. He'll pass back to Dubon. Opportunity there, offside. We are playing 10 on 10. We've had red cards issued to both sides. To Boston Street in the 53rd, to Bridge Sports in the 92nd. Bridge in red, Boston in white. Both sides, this is their first trip to the round of 32, so of course either one would be making their first trip to the round of 16 tomorrow, should they win. Tomorrow they will face the winner of tonight's next contest between FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star. In this one, it's been about as even as can be. There have been definitely runs of play where Bridge has controlled and Boston has controlled. But really back and forth action. We see a quick yellow come out to red 15. That's going to be Boubacar Sissoko, who came into the contest pretty late, I believe, in the second half. That's going to be his first yellow card, thankfully. 107th minute. Yellow cards abound. You just hope that doesn't catch up to anyone here. I've got 5 yellow cards out right now to Bridge. 5 yellow cards to Boston as well. Not all of those are in the contest currently. One of those is to the bench for Boston. But still, the wrong decision at the wrong time could weigh heavily in this one. You start playing 10 on 9, that's getting really dangerous. That ball will go across the end line, so a goal kick upcoming. Again, the first of a doubleheader here, 7 o'clock, scheduled at least. We'll see what time it actually kicks off between FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star FC. We are deep into the first contest at this point, 108 minutes in. Bridge in red out of Laurel, Maryland, came in second place in the DMV North Conference of the UPSL. Won their way in with an overtime win in the championship against Sure Sports FC. How did they do it? Well, it was a quick hitter, a counterattack that only took maybe 15 seconds to develop. Would not be surprised if that's how this one ends as well. They are dangerous in red. It doesn't take much of an opening. Boston Street, though, has looked better and better as this game has gone on, I would say. Boston Street, obviously out of Boston, Massachusetts. They came in second in their conference, the New England Conference, as Pereira sees the ball at his feet. Gets a little bit of an opening now as Bridge starts to come back. Numbers kind of even up here. Pereira into the center, kicks it wide. Ball played in wide, but Bird not quite in position to take it. A little miscommunication there, but Boston Street retains control. Throw in deep in their zone. Ball stays on that far side and remains Boston Street. After 120 minutes, no choice but to go to penalty kicks. We got to have a winner here today to advance to tomorrow's round of 16 matchup. So glad you're joining us here for what's been a fun one throughout. Scoreless draws, they say, are in a fun time. Well, this one's actually been pretty entertaining. Defender up to the task there for Bridge. That's Jesse Popey. The fresh legs there of Boston Street's number 3, Jefferson Ruiz. Trying to create something for his team. Ball played deep into the flank. Crossed into the box. Now Pereira with an opportunity. Mumbai able to make the stop with that right hand. Maybe the best save of the day, honestly. And just wide, Yepes. He's gone in kind of that similar spot. He's gone near post twice and missed, obviously, twice. I believe a left-footed shot there. Let's take another look at that. A great stop there by Mumban. Kicked back out. Duban passed it back over. Yepes with the left-footed rocket, trying to go upper 90, but just went a bit wide. So some drama down in the corner there. A few of the Bridge players had collected, talking to the refs. We'll see what comes of that. No cards issued, as far as I could tell. Ball deflected slightly by Boston Street. A little indecision there from Boubacar. Boubacar kind of throws himself there. And what do we have here? I think we'll have a talking to from the center ref. No? I thought that was intended for Bridges, Boubacar. No, the talking to instead to Boston Street. Defender, I'm not sure who that is yet. I'll get you that number momentarily. Maybe 21, Ryan Noel. Our starters in the match. Ball up the near side. Bounced around by Bridges defense, looking for an opening. 10-on-10 action. 112 minutes in. Yellow cards abound in this one. Nothing ugly. Ball sent into the 18. And Heinzel off his line will collect with nothing doing. The host team for this regional here, FCY New York, fans and players and everyone starting to settle in for that one. Get treated to some extra soccer here as Boston Street's Pereira gives chase and nearly made something happen there. Mumban, boy, if he was a step or two slower, might have been in trouble. Early in this contest, we saw Bridge really attacking that defense of Boston Street. Anything lackadaisical or without intent, Red was really giving chase and attack to. Haven't seen a lot of that lately. Thinking that might have been an early goal where they were just giving chase. This one's just kind of a half-hearted effort right directly into the goal mouth, and Heinzel up to the task. Still scoreless. Deep into extra time of this one. Some end-to-end action now. Two teams have really gotten to know each other well. A lot of subs into this contest. And nothing doing on that opportunity. Many other UPSL contests going on here tonight. Check out the network once this one wraps up, we'll have another contest here at Buffalo State, but also several other contests all around this round of 32, and even the round of 16 is kicking into gear as well this weekend. So a foul deep into the Boston Street attack here. So Dubin kicks it off, gives it over to Teixeira. Dubin gets it back, sends something into the box, and it deflects wide off of Ruiz. Trying to make something happen there was Ruiz. Ended up just wide. 115 minutes in. Still scoreless. Ten-on-10 action. Boston Street has had to fight off about 40 minutes of playing 11-on-10 before Bridge lost a man early in extra time. A big crank from Pereira from about 30 out, and it goes just wide. Great opportunity there. That's going to be a goal kick, no deflection from a defender or a keeper. Ball rolls in on the far side. At this point, you just got to try to put something on frame. See what can happen. Just test these goalies. Both teams have tried about everything. Long balls into attackers or through the teeth of the defense or just a long strike. Keepers have been up to the task. Some tired legs out there. Emmanuel, 23, for Bridge, kind of gives half-hearted chase on that one. He's been one of our starters. Man to watch for Bridge. Thought he'd have an opportunity at some point. He did have an opportunity. Lifted it high over the crossbar in the first half. That's probably going to be the best opportunity that he saw all day. There on that far flank. Went just wide of the near post. Starting to cool down here. A July evening here in Buffalo. Should be a beautiful night for the second one here as well. Between FCY New York and the Philadelphia Lone Star. Winner of that one plays the winner of this one. Tomorrow at 2, right back here at Coyer Field. Referee was allowing Bridge to play advantage. Finally going to make the late foul call as we are 118 minutes in. There'll be a little bit of stoppage time, not much on this one, I don't believe. 10 with a dangerous opportunity there into the box. That was Justin Longba trying to make something happen. Deflected out by the Boston Street defense, and we'll have a corner upcoming. At this point, you just got to send people into the box and hope it gets a pinball action and something finds its way to the back of the net. So Longba will go into the box and leave it instead for Winslow Mabee, who gave a good crank earlier to one. Into the box it goes, punched out by Heinzel. And that's going to be a throw-in or a corner? Going to be a throw-in. As deep as you get. Well, coaches are going to start getting some different players in for what's upcoming. Looking increasingly like we're going to see penalty kicks to decide this one. So into the contest for Boston Street, that's number 18, Connor Dang. Throw in into the 18, and we'll go over the end line for a corner. Once again, this one is going to be played in by Winslow Mabee. Not much time left in this one by our count, 119 minutes in. I wouldn't think much stoppage time here for this. We've got a man down for Boston Street, however. That's Pereira, I believe. One of the bigger bodies. Want to make sure he's in good position for this corner upcoming. Winslow sends an outswinger around. Ball is bouncing around, still loose, and cleared out by Boston Street. Heinzel, I believe, able to get something on that to knock it away. Bridge wants to get it right back in if they can. Cleared away. Bridge looking to get it back into the attacking third. And they give it away. Well, folks, we're at 120 minutes. We've been here a while without a goal. Looking increasingly like penalty kicks will decide this one. A majestic boot there from Mumban to get it down into the attacking section. A shot on goal that time from Justin Langba, and Heinzel is up to the task. Here we go. That is the 3 shrill whistle sounds of the end of regulation. No, the end of extra time. All that's left, our goal kick. I'm sorry. Our goal kick, our penalty kicks, yes. Here we go. If you haven't had enough drama in this one, this will be my first opportunity, I believe, to call penalties. So the goalies in this one. The keepers, Yusuf Mumban for Bridge Sports and Jacob Heinzel for Boston Street. So Mumban over here on this near side getting coached up a little bit, it seems like. I'm not sure who that is. It's giving them some tips. We'll keep it here. We've been with you for over 2 hours. What's another few minutes, right? Want to thank you all once again for tuning in to our UPSL Northeast semifinal match here at Coyer Field on the campus of Buffalo State University. We've exhausted 120 minutes here between the representatives from the DMV North Conference and the New England Conference. Bridge Sports Club in red, Boston Street FC in white. No goals either way. A couple of good opportunities either way. Into the match, 10 on 10 with red cards on each side. Several yellows, but nothing came of them, thankfully. So we'll see how the coaches want to line up their representatives. Again, the fans that are filtering in here for the second contest of today's doubleheader, getting to watch most exciting part here of a playoff soccer match, the opportunity to have a game decided on penalties. So the top goal scorers for both teams still into this contest. A lot of subs came on. However, big players to watch are number 10 for Boston Street. Had 3 goals, did Edward Yepes coming into this contest in the playoff campaign. He's still in. And then number 23 for Red, that's for Bridge. That's Emmanuel Alamabor. 6 goals. Tied for the second most across the entire national bracket. Still into this one. Have to think both of them will factor into this lineup here. So there you see Heinzel in yellow He is the keeper for Boston Street. And in the lime green, that is Yusuf Mumban. So Mumban and Heinzel are your keepers here today. Both been up to the task. I think some of our best shots that we've seen throughout the day ended up over the crossbar. Of course, the first step to a successful penalty is putting it on frame. At least make the keeper make a play on it, right? So the drama heightens here. Again, two teams, Bridge Sports Club and Boston Street FC. Two clubs that had never made it before to the round of 32. Both looking to advance to the round of 16 for the first time. Tomorrow's match will either be against this host FCY New York team or Philadelphia Lone Star. That one will be decided later tonight. But looking for glory here are the players from Bridge and Boston Street. Bridge coming out of the DMV North Conference, second place in the regular season, but won their playoffs with a 2-1 overtime win based out of Laurel, Maryland. Boston Street lost their regular season championship just about a month ago, but won through the playoffs, winning 2-1 as well last Sunday, and now are here trying to stay alive on penalties. Okay, so Boston Street will lead us off. Mumban in goal for Bridge. Appears to me to be number 18. Connor Dang, he was the very late substitution into the game. So Coach Yepes wanted to make sure he got into the contest, and he is leading us off. Connor Dang will lead us off. What does he want to do against Mumban? First shot of penalties for Boston Street. He goes to the left, upper corner, and it's good. Boston Street takes a 1-0 lead. To follow, Bridge will send Ronald Little. Ronald Little steps up against Jacob Heinzel. Addresses the ball. Heinzel makes it, maybe got a finger on it, but it didn't matter. Found the back of the net, did Little. And each team gets through their first attempt successfully. Boston Street will send one of their starters, number 19, Drake Bird, up next. Bird quickly goes with the left, and a stop by Mumban. A huge stop there by Mumban. Bird could have been a little more aggressive there. He went quickly, for sure. But now the door is open for Bridge. Mumban up to the task. Bridge, I believe that is going to be Langba. Can't see the number yet, yes, just from watching him for 120 minutes. That's Justin Langba to try to see if Bridge can go up. Heinzel guesses right again, but cannot make the stop. So Bridge moves ahead, 2-1. as Longbach puts Bridge on top for now. Next up for Boston is number 21, Ryan Noel. Defender. Started this contest. Boston Street increasingly needs to bury these and needs Heinzel to come up with a stop. Buries it in the bottom right corner. Moonbon guesses wrong. And we are tied 2-2, but Bridge with the advantage here. Emmanuel Olambor, the man I've been talking about all match. 6 goals in this playoff campaign, second most across the nation in these playoffs. Has an opportunity to put Bridge up, and he goes to the left. I'll tell you, that's the second of 3 shots that Heinzel got a finger on but could not stop it. So Bridge with a 3-2 advantage through 3. Next up for Boston Street, it's going to be number 12, Roberto Dubon. Boston cannot afford a miss at this point. 3-2 is your lead after 3 rounds. Dubon addresses, takes his time, runs at it, and another stop by Moonbon. Unbelievable. Moonbon has come up big here in penalties. A pair of stops now. And the opportunity now for Bridge, for glory. A successful try here would end it. Jesse Pope, one of your starters. The weight of his team on his shoulders. Heinzel, again, has guessed correctly twice, but just been unable to stop the ball just off his fingers. Pope goes right away, and it's in! A successful try, and the Bridge Sports Club will advance to tomorrow's contest in the round of 16. How about that? Give Bridge all the credit in the world. 4 tries in penalties. 4 successful attempts as you see that one go in. Heinzel, a great job throughout. Just guessed wrong there, but did a remarkable job in guessing correctly on a couple of those, just couldn't stop it. And Bridge, all the credit in the world for fighting through this contest throughout. And then the player of the match to me, I mean the goalkeeper, to be able to come up with 2 stops in penalties. To face 4 penalties and stop 2 of them, absolutely man of the match to me. So Yusuf Mumba, congratulations to you and your team as Bridge Sports Club advances to the round of 16 for the first time in their history in the UPSL National Championships. And absolutely hats off to Boston Street FC as Boston Street makes their best run into the UPSL national bracket here, round of 32 to them, and fought hard for 120 minutes. Had to fight from the 53rd minute on with only 10 men. Thankfully able to even that up with a red card going the other way in the 93rd minute. But shots going both ways, corner kicks both ways, really an even match all throughout. And a fun one here to lead us off in the first game of a doubleheader. We hope that you'll stick around and watch the second contest that we'll have starting here in sometime. We're only going to be a little bit after 7 p.m. now as we need to turn the field over. So the Bridge Sports Club, based out of Laurel, Maryland, will advance to tomorrow's round of 16 matchup and will face the winner of this next match here between FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star. Again, we thank you so much for joining us here this contest as we see a 0-0 scoreless draw. And after 120 minutes, Bridge Sports Club advances after going 4 for 4 on penalties and seeing their keeper make 2 stops against the Boston Street FC to send them on through to the round of 16. Again, Christian Hoffman signing off. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you'll continue watching on with today's next contest between FCY New York and Philadelphia Lone Star FC.